Hello, everyone. How is everyone today? I hope everyone is good. I hope everyone had a good Memorial Day. So today is Tuesday, May 26th, and let's go ahead and start our reading. These are the cards that we're going to do. Right here. Manga, Toru, Hidden Worlds. I don't know if you can see it, so. And Love and Light. Okay, let's get started. I'm still in my pajamas. I wonder if you are. Let's start with tarot cards today. I'm being called to start with this, the tarot manga cards. Please let all the negative energies out of this reading and all positive energies into it. We need to know what Spirit has to say to us as a collective. I have these upside down. And please stay with us during this reading and let it be clear. Oops. Dropping cards here. Okay. Let's see if Spirit has anything to say like this. We're shuffling. We got 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Wands. The Hermit in the middle, and 6 of Coins. And to clarify these 3 cards, we're going to use Hidden Worlds. Please allow all negative energies out of this reading. Only positive ones, please. And let this reading be clear for me to read for the collective, my soul family. And stay with us during this reading. All positive energies. And through our trials and tribulations. All angel spirits, guardian angels, all higher realms. Okay, let's see if this one's gonna talk to us. This is on 9 of Wands. Oops, that almost came out. That was too many cards in there. I'm about to pick one. I'm being guided to. And say, oh, there you go. Got one. On 7 of Wands, we have Aurea Garden. Aurea Garden. Beginning, incident, origin, beginnings. Okay. And that 9/8. Okay. As for the Hermit, we need a card for the Hermit. And here we go. We got the meditation, peace, relief, sanctuary. And it sounds like the Hermit, huh? It sure does. And as for the 6 of Coins, we need a card for 6 of Coins, Spirit, Lord, Creator, all in the spiritual realm. Hear me loud, hear me clear, and let this be a clear message for the 6 of Wands. I mean, not 6 of Wands, I don't know why I said 6 of Wands. For the 6 of Coins. Okay, that's all. It's 225 now. I'll check on it after this reading. We need a card, Spirit, for the 6 of Coins. I'm getting called to this card, which is Tree of Souls, Collected Wisdom, Kinship, Group, Library. And to clarify these oracle cards, we have Love and Light, please let all negative energies out of this reading, only allowing positive energies into this reading. And let this reading be clear for all of us. Now we're going to do the Aurea Garden. To clarify the Aurea Garden, we need a card, and here we go. Be the powerful presence of peace. Give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. And for meditation, we need a card. Clarify this meditation card. That clarifies the Hermit. And here we go. We got 2 cards for that one. Which is honor your uniqueness. Thank you for making me so wonderful, complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. Psalms 139:14. With God, all things are possible. If you had faith, even as small as mustard seed, which is weird because I heard that this morning, you could say this mountain. You can say this mountain move from here to there, and it would move. Clarifying meditation, the meditation, and as for the 3 of Swords, we need a clarification from 3 of Swords. Not too many cards, please, Spirit. I'm running out of room on my little thing. I'm not getting anything. Okay, right here. God will lead the way. They were convinced by the power of marvelous signs and wonders by the power of God's Spirit. Romans 15:19. Okay. At the bottom, our subconscious energies and underlying energies, we have using loving strength and discernment. Well, first of all, let's do the very first cards, underlying energy, subconscious energies. We got the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you can't see it. There you go. Four of Pentacles. And I'll put that right there. And then we got clarifying the Four of Pentacles, homeward traveler, completion, reunion, return. Maybe some of y'all are returning home from a long brewski vacation, should I say. And once again, use loving strength and discernment. I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. Christ's servant. Galatians 1:10. Okay. We got ourselves a lot to do here. First of all, we got the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, let me put some music on for everybody's entertainment. Real quick. I did tell somebody that I would use their music while I did my videos. Let me find them. I think they're on my page. Oh, this one doesn't have any content. Okay, I'm just going to go and use my regular music. Which would be all the chakras. Well, we did do, we were at the lower chakras, so we'll just continue to do that one. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Anyway, back to the reading. The Nine of Wands. What about you? I feel like there isn't grasp on it. Not one wand. Nine of Wands. What do I get? All right. Okay, so we will go ahead and let you know that basically resilience, courage, presence, test of faith, boundaries. So we're going to be getting our faith tested here shortly with this Nine of Wands. And I feel like I think we're ready for it. I think we're ready for this test of faith. The Nine of Wands shows on the original tarot deck, it shows an injured man clutching a wand. He looks over his shoulder towards the Eight of Wands that loom over him. He seems weary and wounded, as though he has already been through a battle and now must face additional challenges. With the presence of these Eight Wands as nine, though this is his final challenge before reaching his goal, he must endure this last test of his strength and character before reaching the finish line. So this is going to be the last test for this cycle, or this ordeal, however you want to look at it. And we will continue with the Nine of Wands comes as a sign that even in the face of adversity, you stand tall and strong. You may be on the edge of exhaustion, but you are resilient, present, and ready to do what it takes to get finished to the finish line. This card may also come when you feel battered and bruised, having endured significant challenges and struggles along your path. Just when you think um, you're done um, making progress, you suffer. I'm sorry. You suffer another setback. The Nine of Wands ask you to trust that it is merely a test of your grit and resilience. Now, know that every time you overcome an obstacle, you are getting stronger and wiser. You have the inner resources necessary to become any difficult, to overcome any difficulty you encounter. Even though it may seem impossible at the time, see the nine as assurance that you will eventually prosper if you maintain your position. And if you do not succeed at first, then try again. Failure is never a bad thing. You always learn from failure. Um, others, um, others may try to oppose your plans, make things difficult for you, and even attack you for what you are putting out into the world. Often they do it because they're jealous of your success or are projecting their own insecurities, fears, and on you. Don't let them get to you. You are a change maker, and you have a vital message to share in this world. Don't dim your light because of others' insecurities. And more positive note, You have people who support you. The Nine of Wands invites you to find your cheerleaders, personal bodyguards, those who will protect you from the ongoing challenges and cheer you on to the finish line. Even if others oppose you, you have many more people who support you because let them help you. Finally, the advice of the Nine of Wands is to establish your boundaries and fiercely protect those lines. If you allow others to stand in your way, deplete your energy, it is likely that you have not asserted yourself effectively, and those people to protect yourself um, will be there for you. Get clear on what you need in this situation to be successful and reach your goals, and then communicate those needs to others. On the same note, be aware of too many barriers will prevent others from getting close to you and helping you. Bring your consciousness aware to how you are proactively using boundaries to protect your energy. So I'm getting that um that just because you put in boundaries, don't make them too elaborate. Because good morning, Nikki. Um, because then you'll be pushing people away when you really need to invite people in. And yes, not everybody's going to understand your purpose, but um, the Nine of Wands shows you that you will overcome this obstacle. Now, um, clarifying the Nine of Wands is a rare gardens. Look how beautiful this picture is. I love oracle cards. It's so pretty. Um, beginning, origin, beginnings and origin. It sounds like it's a good clarification card, being that there's obstacles to render at this moment. So let's go ahead and look up with Aurora Gardens. I'm not pronouncing this probably right. Aurora, Aurora. Sorry about my speech impediment, but we will get to it. Good morning, Nikki, by the way. It is a beautiful morning over here in New Orleans. I wonder how it is in your parts. I wish this was the alphabet order like the other one. Some kind of order. Okay, here we go. Beneath the play of light within the sky, the rares that fill us with wonder and awe lie ancient temples and divine ones intact, emerging only when the conditions align. Then they can find their way back into the world for a moment. To be glimpsed by those can see clearly the veils between the worlds are parted for a time. In this sacred place, you are invited to dwell a while, to talk for your deep dreams, to hear music that will open your heart, to allow your mind to expand until you feel the constants of personality giving way to the call of your soul. Within the space, you are encouraged to begin again, to be a child, to be as a child within the world. When you return to have a response, this is clear and open and wise, and this and the way an adult has forgotten to be. For when we begin again, and when we go back to a very sense of who we are, we can then walk in the world and speak the truth, perceive what is there, know the intent of others, and make choices that guide us in the direction of the Spirit. When this card comes, know you are being invited to take part in the initiation of this temporary temple, this place of light and sound, and you will be remembered of who you truly are. I'm hearing that this initiation is for you, by the way, by beating the Nine of Wands. That's why there's clarification on it. You are not only layers of conditioning and certain personalities of gathering of experience. This is a chance to free yourself of old aspects of self and opportunities to be reborn into the next stage of your life. This next stage will offer you a space beyond that of the physical world, which alliances which are both within and beyond nature, and you will witness marvelous marvels of spirit grow within the space, just as the flowers do. For you are in glorious as the sky, as eternal as the light itself. Illumination. You are about to witness a miracle to remember you that you are the living embodiment of wonder. Sounds beautiful. So once you conquer this Nine of Wands, which you will reach this point of in between worlds. It's probably going to the next level of some kind. Now, um, clarifying Aurea Gardens is be the powerful presence of peace. Give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. 1 Peter 5:7, which this is the picture. I hope you can see it. Okay, there, you can see it now. Okay, that's clarifying that, and this will be a lot easier to find. B. I do like this Love of Light one because it is, and one of the reasons is because it is in alphabet order, easy to find. As a child, you didn't have much to worry about. You, your mind was focused on having fun and learning more about things that spark your curiosity. As an adult, you can re-examine the peace of childhood by learning upon leaning upon your spiritual parent or your spirits, God and God. God being peace, um, wills that his creation be at peace as well. You were created in God's image and likeness. So your very nature is filled with love and light. When you're not at peace, you aren't yourself. When there is much work to do, a calm mind is essential if you are to get the job done as efficiently as possible. And a good way to calm your mind is through meditation. I am big on meditation. Um, Keeping your chakras balanced is a good way of keeping your emotions balanced and your life. Um, when you are in the presence of a peaceful person, you can feel the um, serenity surrounding them. When you're in a around a peaceful person, you can feel the serenity surrounding them. The unicorn on this card is a reminder of this tranquility. Unicorns are mentioned 9 times in the King James Version of the Old Testament in description of animals commonly seen in the air. Praying for peace is a positive, proactive thing to do. Pray for yourself, others, and the world, and your prayers will bless you with the sense of calm and spaciousness. Meditating on God's peace can have a profound and uplifting ripple effect. Give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. 1 Peter 5:7. I'm still praying for peace for the world. So that makes a lot of sense. So be your powerful presence of peace, clarifying or gardens clarifying the 9 of Wands says to me that what you are trying to manifest in a peaceful manner will come to be. It will come to be. As for the Hermit, beautiful Hermit card, huh? This is I don't know if it's a woman or a man. So let's just say it's either. Holding out a light for the collective to keep walking through the light. To the main light. I see fall, because I see leaves falling from the trees. Maybe this has something to do with fall. I see brown leaves in the bushes. Okay, so to clear, I'm gonna go ahead and read you the Hermit, which I know what the Hermit means. It means you go within and find yourself. So go within, meditate, find yourself today or this week. You can work on that. But what else it has to say? Would be let's see. For more in depth. Well, we got isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, which it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be lonely. But it does mean you have to be lonely to go within to find secrets of the universe or what have you. Secrets of yourself, with which when you find secrets of yourself, you do find secrets of the universe. The hermit stands alone on the top of the mountain, the snow-capped range symbolizing his spiritual mastery, growth, and accomplishment. He has chosen the path of self-discovery. As a result, he reached the heightened state of awareness. In his right hand, he holds a lantern with a 6-pointed star inside. It is the seal of Solomon, a symbol of wisdom. As the hermit walks his path, the lamp lights his way, but it only illuminates the next few steps rather than the full journey. He must step forward to see where to go next, knowing that not everything will be revealed at once. In his left hand, the side of the subconscious mind, the hermit holds a long staff, a sign of his power and authority, which he uses to guide and balance him. His power and authority. The hermit shows that you are taking a break from everyday life to draw energy and attention inward and find the answers you seek deep within your soul. You realize that your most profound sense of truth and knowledge is within yourself and not in distractions of the outside world. You leave behind the mundane to set off in a journey of a self discovery, led along by your inner wisdom and guiding light. Now is the perfect time to go on weekend retreat, a sacred journey, anything in which you can contemplate your motivations, personal values, and principles, and get closer to your authentic self. The hermit invites you to retreat into your private world and experience a deep sense of seclusion and introspection. And you know that you need to take this journey alone or with a small, intimate group of spiritual minded people within, like, your soul family. And I do consider you, Nikki, as a soul family. Good morning. When you, as part of my soul family, when you allow yourself to turn into your inner guidance, guiding light, you will hear the answers you need to grow wise beyond your years. Find your light, shine it on your soul, and create your unique path. You will see what lies ahead of you, not miles upon mile, but enough to know where to take the next step. From there, take one step at a time. The hermit The hermit often appears when you are at a point in your life and considering a new direction. Through meditation, contemplation, and self-examination, you may begin to evaluate your personal goals and change your overall course. You will look at your life with a deeper, more spiritual understanding, and a few of your priorities will change as a result. The hermit also represents the desire to return away from a consumerist or materialist society to focus on your inner world. Have you ever seen or read Into the Wild? After graduating from university, top student and athlete Christopher McCandless abandoned his possessions, his entire 24,000 savings, according to um charity and account. I'm sorry, 24,000 savings account to charity, and hitchhiked to Alaska to live in a wilderness alone. The wilderness alone. While his story has a tragic ending, his journey into the wild was like that of the hermit, who seeks answers within and knows they will come out only with quiet, quiet and solitude. Finally, the hermit may appear in your life as a spiritual mentor, here to raise your vibrations and enhance your consciousness. The beauty of this mentor is that while he or she may be an expert on his or her own right, he will teach you how to find your answers within you. That's what I've been trying to do, is try help other people try to find their answers within them, how to help other people um heal themselves and such. Yeah, boy. Hello. Anyway, okay, so we got the meditation, clarifying the Hermit card, which is a perfect card to clarify. Hermit card. Peace, relief, sanctuary. Peace, relief, and sanctuary. And that is meditation. Which, let's see, the meditation. Let's see if we can find it quickly. Of course not. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. I mentioned that earlier, but nobody was online at the time. Okay, it's not that way. I had a really good, relaxing Memorial Day. Okay, the meditation, peace, relief, sanctuary. This this being this being is in meditation out of the wild, beyond, yet deep within her or him own being. He or she holds a burning bundle of herbs. Its smoke cleanses and clearing the human worlds all the way from the interdimensional home. I mean, all the way from his or her interdimensional home. Um, she is all the gifts of the natural world, or he, the flowers and the herbs, and he or she is offering you their secrets and gifts this day. In the stillness amidst this beauty, she is holding space for you to enter with when you are ready, so you too can break away from the do- dominant reality, which is a lie, and enter into a truthful song of the spirit once again. Take a moment this day and feel your way into a piece of time that you can claim for your own. Remove yourself for several long, precious moments from the calmer and den of ego and the competition of the rush and hurry of and sink into the earthly realness of the land. Oh, I'm getting, go outside, spend some time under a tree, meditate during this time. Anyway, in this moment, once up, wait, in this moment, open up the eyes and lie within you. Find your way along the pathway of spirit and safely travel there, surrounded as you are by this cleansing, clearing smoke from the sacred bundle of magical herbs. Find your ways to the pace where you can find the expanding nature of your soul, its infinite light and possibilities, and spend a little while there reminding yourself of who you truly are. In this way, you will knit yourself together again. The pain of exceptions, of pressure, and of the physical dimensions will ease for a time, and you will return refreshed and whole, and love guiding you. In this way, you will stay close to your own inner truth, and the pain of dissonance will slowly discreet, decrease, I'm sorry, decrease until it's no more. Illumination. Meditation is no luxury. It is my soul's food and drink. I will no longer allow my soul to go thirsty, to hunger for the truth, source, and nurtures us all. Sometimes I meditate while I'm listening to card reading, so that's a good way to meditate. And I have chakra the the lower chakra meditation up right now, but I'm playing it, so that will help too. And we got two cards clarifying the meditation. Um, so I am getting that the Hermit card is being clarified. The meditation is telling you to meditate too while you're in the hermit mode. But I have honor your uniqueness. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. Psalms 139:14. Hope you can see it. There's not too much light. It's magical. I see the earth. I see a lot of love. I see the earth slightly showing itself. The sky showing somewhat of stars. Astrology may play a good part of this. Maybe swamps. I see swamps. Anyway, let's see what it says. Okay. Honor. This one goes in alphabetical order. It's a lot easier to um, look up. Honor your uniqueness. In divine wisdom, God has created a multitude of beings, plants, trees, animals, and humans. All are different and all are beautiful. It takes many flowers to create a garden. Every flower is different and each one is beautiful in its own way. All the colors of the rainbow are beautiful. No one color is better than another or are equal. In the same way, God made us all wonderfully unique. As a child, did you feel different? Was there a sense of isolation or loneliness because you couldn't relate to other children or to adults and they couldn't relate to you? Honoring your individuality qualities can help you heal both the past and the present, and know that God created you as one of a kind on purpose. In today's world, we're often unconsciously asked to compare ourselves with unrealistic images of perfection on social media and in advertising. Praying for self acceptance is helpful, for God loves you exactly as you are. Thank you for making me a wonderful, complex, and your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. Psalms 139:14. And also clarifying the hermit meditation is with God, all things are possible. If you had faith, even in the smallest of the mustard seed, you could say this. You could say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move. And that is faith. Once I asked a spiritual leader, I actually told her that faith was part of spirituality because she had said that it wasn't part of spirituality, and she, I kind of told her like it was, but I mean in a nice way, and she refused to admit that it is like faith is part of spirituality. You have to have a lot of faith to be spiritual or to be religious, either one. Uh, okay, so let's go ahead and find with God all things are possible for today's reading. It's going to be at the back. Okay, here it is. We all find ourselves in situations in life where we need extra help, and we go through times when we can't see the solution to problems. When obstacles seem unsurmountable, focus upon God's supreme power to move mountains through faith. Tell your mountains about God. With unwavering faith, miracles can flow into your life. You may not know how the situation will resolve itself, but God does. Tap into His supreme wisdom and His generosity and ingenious solutions through prayer. Don't worry about how God will fix the situation. Just focus on listening for divine instructions to take action, and then do so without hesitation or delay. I tell you the truth. If you had faith, even as small as a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it would. Nothing would be impossible. Matthew 17:20. So, in this meditation, I feel like you need to have faith in your spirituality, in yourself, in your creator, and your spirit, and your spirits. Um, Hello. What's that say? Becca Boo. Hello, Becca Boo. I love you too. Good morning. And for our last card, we have the Six of Pentacles. I hope you can see it. I don't know how to read Roman numerals, but I know this card is speaking to generosity, to be generous. So you might find yourself in a situation where you need to be more generous, or you are feeling more generous. Um, okay, so the Six of Pentacles. Let's see what it said. But I do know that I'm getting this card all the time right now. So that's how I memorized it. It talks about giving, receiving, sharing, wealth, generosity, and clarity. Oh, that's what we plan to get through meditation as a hermit as well. And probably going through the nine of wands will give us clarity as well, because we are being told we are being tested, and we're probably being tested in faith, in our faith as well. Um, the Six of Pentacles shows a wealthy man dressed in a red robe, handing out coins to two beggars who kneel at his feet. And in his left hand, he holds a balance scale representing fairness and equality. The card reflects as a state of financial security and generosity, suggesting that you are generally used. Your generosity. No, I'm sorry. Suggesting that you can generally use your wealth and abundance for benefits of others. But it also speaks receiving generosity and the feeling of relief that accompanies much needed assistance. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving and receiving. Sometimes you are on the giving end. Other times you are on the receiving end. Excuse me. It is an ongoing cycle of life, and this card serves as a reminder that the balance can change at any time. Even if you are surrounded by wealth, there will be times when you need to help and support of you when you need time. When there'll be times when you need the help and support of others. So be generous with your resources as you may need to support in your future. So this is telling me that with the six of pentacles or coins, that you need to balance your generosity, that it's being called to be balanced a little better. Make sure you don't give to the wrong people, because this can throw you off balance and bring bad karma to you. Even though you're giving, it's to the wrong person. For that, it brings bad karma. So make sure you are giving to the right people. Do your research. Um, Now for the clarification card, Trees of Soul of the Six of Pentacles is Trees of Soul, Collective Wisdom, Kinship Group, Library. Maybe we need to do more reading. That's what I'm getting. I see rainbow, moon, emotions comes from the moon, but it's not showing all the moon. Delusion sometimes is too. And rainbows show miracles. I see water around this tree, and that speaks of love. And the tree seems pretty magical and important. You can see the whole moon in the thing, but the only piece of it um is shined on. And there is another planet in the sky. So this is not our world. And I see that there is a walkway in on this island to the tree. You want to see it again? Okay, let's go ahead and look that one up in the Hidden Worlds book. Hidden Worlds. I thank y'all for attending my live. I really do appreciate it. Please like and share if you can, if you feel drawn to it, and subscribe. And I apologize for making you wait during this. Oh, I found it. They don't have it in alphabet or order or anything. The Trees of Souls Collective Wisdom Kinship Group Library. In the Hidden Worlds, we have places and beings who are literally the storehouses of the wisdom of ages. The as I'm sorry, as it's that library that has I can't remember how to say it. Akashit. Anyway, it's a library that has all our futures and all our past and all our everybody's book, that one, library does not always appear as Book of Light, although this is one of their forms. Um, so two are the wheels of their songs, which also hold part of the great wisdom necessary for the universe to continue. This tree is but one of those places, and perhaps it is yours. This tree, when meditated upon, when connected with in um a true sense, can offer to you the wisdom of your soul kinship group, uh, or soul family. Uh, Knowledge, yes, but there is a collective wisdom, a soul group of which you are part, and through connecting with this tree and imagining it, feeling it, serving it, honoring it, you can help keep the balance of the universe alive. This tree hosts the spark of your soul and all of its wisdom, which is, as we have learned, vast and important to apprehend within one's lifetime. Every moment of wisdom you have, every second in which you have chose to express kindness and compassion, feeds the tree of light, the tree of souls. This tree of souls, and in return, this nourishes all the other souls connected to the tree. For we are unique and individual souls. Yes, yet we are one, and this is a place where we come together as a tribe of light, leaves on the tree, its roots shining and vast, and we are sheltered, nourished, and keepers of the light. This is your soul tree. Know you Know you are not alone, and that every act of what you would call goodness, benefits not only others in the human world, but the progression of their soul through the path of the universe. Every soul, a star shimmer upon the tree of light, illumination. I belong to the universe. I am part of the great collective of souls who help and nurture each other throughout lifetime. I'm getting that maybe light workers, y'all are white light workers as well. Um, Here to convey messages for the collective and humankind. Help others to ascend, or at least level up a bit. Um, Open their eyes. So let's go ahead and look at our unconscious energies. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up and put the unconscious energies on top so you can see them better. Where to go? I got them down here. And this one. And the unconscious energies, underlying energies, are very important because that's what's going on in our unconscious mind. And we got the Four of Coins here, which represents holding on to your money a little too tightly, I believe. And let's go ahead and get that done. I'm sorry. Messed up. Put it in the wrong spot. Four of Pentacles. To get more in depth on this, we have saving money, security, and control. The Four of Pentacles shows a man sitting on a stool beyond the boundaries of his hometown. His arms are wrapped tightly around a coin as if he fears he may lose it if he loosens his grip. He balances another pentacle on his head, impeding his connection with spirit, and two more sit securely underneath his feet. He clearly doesn't want anyone to take his coins. However, because he is so attached to his money, he can't move or go anywhere. He has no one to speak to, not even the friends and family members in his community behind him. The man finds himself stuck in one place with a single fixation: wealth. And this might be why you're feeling, or why you need to go into hermit mode, is because of the Four of Pentacles. Maybe you need to change your mind or your beliefs um on money or your foundation. Maybe realize that manifesting does work, and you can manifest. There's a great deal of money out there. We all have capability of grasping. It goes on, and I don't feel like this card in particular is stating that we are holding on to our money, because they're not holding on to these coins on this depiction of the Four of Pentacles. They're sitting on top of one. One's in between, two of them are in between their legs, and one's underneath their arm. And there's a sun, so there's a new beginning with this. In its most positive state of, for the Four of Pentacles, suggests that that you have created wealth and abundance by maintaining a steady focus on your goals, acting conservatively, and are attentive to your own, to your long-term financial security, actively saving money and watching your expenses so you can accumulate wealth and live a comfortable lifestyle, not just now, but also in the future. You may consider a savings plan, family budget, or a retirement plan, a safe investments, so you can protect what you accumulated over time and slowly and steadily increase your net worth. So I'm thinking investments. Maybe we should be looking into investments, reading more about investments, um, and also saving our money, but not holding on too tightly, because we want to be generous to others, as the reading has said. But we need to balance, like everything. That's one of the keys of the universe. The laws of the universe is to balance. Secret is to balance everything. Everything must be balanced, and you will become happier, and things will work out for you better. The Four of Pentacles can also suggest that you are placing too much value on money and material possessions. Maybe you may be attached to material things, allowing possessions to become your life. You assess your self-worth worth based on how much you earn, the car you drive, how expensive your home is, and where you take your holidays. But it's a catch 22 because as you as your standards of living increase, so too will the need to work hard to generate income to sustain this kind of lifestyle. Living, leaving you with little to no time to enjoy your wealth. So really, money is not the key. Um, it's more happiness is. Your loved ones are. And I think we all understand that, but I think we need to understand that to a certain degree that we live like that. Even if we were to lose everything, we would still be okay as long as we had love and happiness in our lives. The broader lesson with the Four of Pentacles is to honor and respect money and wealth, but don't become so attached that you lose sight of what's most important to you: friends, family, happiness, and love. If you are struggling with finances, then the Four of Pentacles comes as wise advice to manage your money and resources more careful so that you do not live beyond your means. Make sure you do not spend more than you earn, and that you have a budget and savings plan in place so you can reach your financial goals and live a secure and stable life. Beyond money and wealth, the Four of Pentacles appears when you are seeking out more control in your life. At work, you may be micromanaging, not letting others mess around with your area. In a relationship, you may be protective, even possessive, ensuring that no one else threatens what you built on a personal level. You may have an inflexible attitude and resist change. You may even feel more inclined to hoard your possessions. After all, you already established a way of living that works for you. Change feels like a threat to you, and certainly safety and security in life. Any suggestions of doing things differently is therefore going to be met with resistance. So, playing it safe may be the way to go than taking any risks at this point. But life is full of changes, so that's going to happen. Changes are going to happen, and you need to embrace these changes even if they're not for the best that you see at the time, because things do work out. um and you have to have faith in that, and I think we talked about faith earlier. Now, now this one's one that um clarified. For Pentacles, homeward travel, homeward traveler, completion, reunion, return. I see a lot of sparks up in there, a lot of lightning bugs. Let's go ahead and look that one up. Homeward traveler. I do apologize for this looking up stuff. And just up here, every time I'm ready to give up, I find it. Thank you, Lord. Homeward traveler, completion, reunion, return. You have reached the stage of your journey where much of the hard work has been done. You have traveled far and gone through many tests and dangers. Now, remember earlier, we're supposed to be going through our one last test, considering this cycle. Maybe I could call it, there have been moments where you feared you would not make it, and wandered rather this wondered rather this journey was worth facing, and the trials are finding a way through the obstacles. I mean, trails. I'm sorry, facing the trails of finding a way through the obstacles. You you could have stopped so many times along the way, but something within your soul called you onward. And so you kept moving in the direction of your goals. There was much risk, and now comes the reward. For you are being guided through the last stages of your journey. Oh, once again, we're saying this is the last stages, and this came up earlier too. And there can no longer be any doubt that you are, dear friend, headed in the right direction of your true home. This home may not be a place or even people. It could be a state of being, a place of balance and love that is found within. It could be a place in the outside world, a home you have longed for and now are close to creating. Or it could be that you have been through many struggles and suffered, and that now there will be a time of peace and harmony within. Yeah, within. You are returning to love, to a place where you can um, most truly be yourself, and this will bring reunion, complication, no competition, competition. Yeah, and a sense that you have found where you are meant to be. Illumination. I am finding my way where I am meant to be. Home is within me. And this is true. Home is within us, with our creator, with our angels, with our higher spirit. And I was speaking with somebody about higher spirit, our higher selves. And did y'all know that our higher selves is part of is our future selves in many different worlds. I was just relaying that message, you know. I don't know why I felt as I needed to, but I felt like I needed to. And to clarify, it sounds like Four of Pentacles. We may be holding on to our Four of Pentacles or whatever, but we don't need to do that. God has us financially, and God, our creator, our higher selves, whatever have you, our source, has us regarding what we need. It always has. Um, we are protected by many spirits and angels. And for clarification on Homeward Traveler, is using loving strength and discernment. I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. Galatians 1:10. And I think that message right there is a good message, because we don't need the approval of people. We do need the approval of God. And let's see what this one says. Using loving strength and discernment. I never got this one before, this card. I see an angel in a swampy setting with love. Um, Again, I see the same kind of moon. Look at this moon. It's the same kind of moon that was in the last one. So Using loving strength and discernment. Although you're a kind of generous person, you also need to practice having wealthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. The key here is to love. Wisdom is knowing instinctively when saying no or yes is the loving choice. In life, we are often fear torn between doing what others want us to do and doing what we know is right for us. We all have the ability to be discerning, but it takes great strength to deploy these skills, especially when others are pursuing us. Perhaps in childhood, we experienced peer pressure that sent us in a desirable direction, undesirable direction. I'm sorry. From these experiences, we can learn to make better choices in the future. Praying for loving discernment is a good start. When we allow the wisdom of God to enter our hearts, we find the inner strength to use discernment for the highest good of all. We also find it easier to create and maintain healthy boundaries. I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. Galatians 1:10. Let's see. Hello from question mark, question mark, question mark. Hello from India. Hello from Nola. Hi y'all. We can go on and see the underlying rest of the tarot deck if y'all would like, or we can go ahead and close out this reading, whichever y'all would like. I'm waiting for an answer. Yes, you want me to go on with the underlying, or no, you want me to close it out? And I'm going to guess nobody answering is a no, we're going to close it out. All right, well, maybe next time we can see what comes up next. I guess I'll give you a little taste of what it's like. So we got the Four of Pentacles, and then we got upside down King of Swords. Oh no, upside down. I don't like upside down cards. But, and I'm going to go ahead and look in this book for this upside down King of Swords. And I'll let y'all look at the upside down King of Swords. Well, here's it upright. But we have it upside down. My anime cards here. Oh, and they came right to it pretty much. The upside down reverse one is snobbiness, paranoia, judgmental, controlling, cruelty, meanness. Maybe we've been being kind of snobby to certain people, not feeling like they're part of us, which we are all part of one. So we don't need to be practicing that. After that, we have the Four of Swords. I love these cards too. I love anime, that's why. The Four of Swords. Oops, I went too far. Was it the Four of Swords? Yeah, it was the Four of Swords. This is a problem that seems unsolvable, which with sticky issues, it is easy to think and think and think until your head is so full of thoughts that everything feels confused. This card describes other approaches retreat, rest, restore, and regroup. Yes, there are lots of moving parts and complicated angles, but the solution is simple and elegant. It is apparently also shy, hiding until the mind is clear and ready to receive it. Advice: let go of the problem for a while. It's not going anywhere. And you are not moving closer to the solution by beating. Meditate, pray, sleep, probably probably sleep. People just don't understand how important it is to rest. Maybe we need to all take a nap. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and let everyone go. I love you all, and please remember to like and subscribe and take care of yourself. Thank you.